So could you tell me a little bit about your business and what led to its creation?
Okay. So, a little more than a decade ago, when I started my journey as a business entrepreneur, I launched this preschool chain called the Banyan. So, I often noticed the struggle that, people, the parents were looking around to enroll their child in a high quality school, which was not there, along with experiential learning. So, that was missing. And we used to travel abroad, and when we made a few trips to the United States, we often discussed the stark difference between the curriculum that was there in India and abroad. So when I was due with my second born, I wanted to bridge this gap that was there between the curriculum, and wanted to launch something which would give children more experiential learning than just the regular going to school even at a very young age. So that's how we wanted to start a play school, and that's how we then initiated the play school concept. And after we launched the play school, after about a few years, we also realized the struggle that the moms were facing, because they were not able to balance their work and home. So we launched daycare facilities, which is very common in the United States and across the world, but it was not very prevalent in India that time. So we launched daycare facilities also. Now the third thing that we are doing is that recently we've also launched an enterprise called Be Singular, which equips the next generation with technologies of the future. And we focus on areas as 3D printing, robotics, AI, AR, VR, so which is supremely essential in today's day and age. So this is what I'm doing. So it's a play school, it's a daycare, and we've got future technology.
Wow, that's really probably hectic for you. Were there any
Yeah.
specific obstacles that you faced in like while you set up any of the three or maybe all?
Okay. So when we launched Banyan, I was in my third trimester with a second born for my second born child. So yeah, initial days, or I would say like initial 1 or 2 months was a little challenging because I had a small child. But then after that, because of the support of the family and encouragement got back. And I would say then, when we launched the daycare facilities, initially, because of the mindset that the Indian parents have and the new concept of the daycare services in India, it took a little while for the parents to build the trust with us and the services. But once we launched and we were there, so when you started showcasing the kind of services that we have and how we were taking care of the child, so it took a little time, but then it eventually, people found it as a great concept, so they started believing and the children were coming to us.
And were there any like specific women role models that inspired you to start?
No, I not particularly anything specific for this kind of a thing. It was just that we were wanting to do, and when we were seeing our own children growing up, and we were, we are very fond of traveling. So when you travel and you move through the different cities and you see what's happening, the kind of education that's happening around, so that is what we were wanting to get here, to India. So not specifically, something which inspired me to start this. It was, I would say that it was our own baby and our own thought of getting something which could just bridge the gap. So that's what it was.
And
But
were
yeah,
there
other role models I would say that I would really look up to, would be like Indra Nooyi, because the way she's able to balance her family and work even at 50, to to take up a position of a CEO, and manage it so well.
Mhm.
Again, I would say like Michelle Obama, with her inclination and her her initiative, especially for girls education, uh, you know and serving the humanity community in such a big way. That's what is truly inspiring.
Yeah. And were there any mistakes that you made? And if you could go back in time and redo and learn from those errors, what would you do differently?
uh, so I would not say any particular mistakes per se, but always believed in learning and growing through the process. So, not long ago, I pursued a course on design thinking where I learned the principles of putting yourself in the shoes of the customer. which constantly taught me to be more empathetic, towards our own stakeholders and customers. Although we have been doing that, in our business also, but then that gave me a lot of clarity.
And is there any advice you would give to future women entrepreneurs?
I would say that if you are focused, if you are passionate, if you are driven with a positive mindset, you are limitless, and you can definitely achieve your goals. And of course, the world is moving at a really rapid pace, so it's
Yeah.
very crucial for anyone to keep up with that pace, to adapt to the changing environment, and to act fast, I would say.
Hmm. Is there like a specific tip you would give, like part of your creation process that you would give to others starting their own business, or you would like to share?
Um, so I would say, after doing the design thinking course, I would say design thinking is the key. The human centric approach to innovation, which has the five design thinking principles: the ideation, empathizing, prototyping, and testing. Each of this is extremely crucial for a, venture creation process.
Hmm. Okay. And my last question is that, do you think women entrepreneurs can combat gender stereotypes or gender-based discrimination in like a professional world?
So particularly in a preschool industry, it is, half and half. So you have enough female entrepreneurs also. There's not too much of discrimination, I would say, in this particular field.
Yeah.
But overall, if I would say, to combat gender-based discrimination, I would say that one has to be very resilient, and you have to stick to your goals. You need to be confident in your own skin, and everything is just, I mean, it's in your hands. But workplace per se, if I would say how a workplace can combat gender discrimination, is that you need to promote the ideas of working mothers, strong policies to inculcate the values of gender, and you need to have equal hiring.
Yeah.
That's how a workplace can combat that.
Great. Thank you. That was the last question.
So I hope I've answered all your questions.
Yes.